One day at recess, these two kids were going at it. They weren't throwing hands or anything. They were just brutally roasting each other. And it was so loud, the entire playground began to circle around them. Bro, you're literally an ugly-looking shrimp earlobe brain-dead idiot. Yeah, says the dude who smells like my grandpa and failed the easy math test last week. At least I can read to myself without moving my lips. The crowd's eating it up. Oohs and ahs after every line. Then one of the kids steps forward. He's calm. He has the perfect comeback. Looks the other kid straight in the eye. You're so stupid. You would get hit by a parked car. And everybody freezes. For some reason, they thought that this comeback was the best they've ever heard. And the other kid's just standing there not knowing what to do. Hit by a parked car. That's insane. Bro, he got him good. Parked car. And then everyone went inside, and that was that. That's one way to spend your recess. This one kid at this one school was super annoying. He was the richest kid in school, he was spoiled, super entitled. But one day, in tech class, there was this table. Students and the teacher called it the holy table. Not because the table was religious, but because there was a bunch of drilled holes into the table for some reason. Most kids ignored this table, but this one day, Max, the rich kid, decided to shove his finger into one of the holes. And it wouldn't come out. All right, class, back to your seats, back to your seats. Max, back to your seat. I can't. What do you mean you can't? My finger's stuck in one of the holes. That's actually hilarious. Let me see. For the rest of the period, they tried everything. Pulling, twisting, Vaseline, ice. Nothing worked. The bell rang. That class left, and a new class came in, and Max was still there. Who's that kid? Oh, that's Max. He got his finger stuck on the table. Can't get it out. And again, the room exploded with laughter. Now, the tech teacher had to tell Max's other teachers that he wasn't going to be in class today because his finger was stuck on the table. Eventually, they were able to pry his finger loose. But by that point, the entire school knew, and they never let him live it down. For a while, he was the laughing stock of the school. That's actually kind of crazy. This school banned rubber bands. Not because they were dangerous, though. Kids weren't shooting them. They weren't snapping them on people. They were just tying them together, rubber band to rubber band. Looped, twisted, stretched. Everyone was trying to make the longest rubber band chain in the school. And kids were spending real money on packs of rubber bands. And this whole competition thing was so popular that the stores in the nearby area were out of rubber bands for like a week and a half. Some chains were getting so long that they were wrapping them around desks. One kid's measured from the front of the school door all the way to the back of the cafeteria. Teachers were getting annoyed because there were these long rubber bands everywhere. They were around door handles, bathroom stalls. One kid's chain was over 200 feet long. And just like other schools I talk about, these had to be banned. They confiscated all the rubber bands and they threw them out in the dumpster behind the school. But one kid found all these rubber bands, a giant pile, and at his house, he had a project. He started making a huge rubber band ball, and that was kind of awesome. Elementary school kid, he was home alone this one day, just chilling watching TV, and it's flickering. It's a pretty quiet night. Well, he gets bored, so he picks up the phone. 911. 911, what's your emergency? There's an escaped murderer in my house. And then he hangs up laughing. Well, 911 calls back. Hello? This is 911. Are you safe? He panics and he hangs up again. The phone rings again. He didn't know what to do, so he ripped the cord from the wall. Silence. And then he hears it. Sirens. Lights bouncing off the walls. Oh no, they're here? Well, the police showed up right after his dad had gotten home, and he was out of his car. Sir, hands where I can see them. What the heck is going on? On the ground, now! And the kid's watching this frozen from the window. The kid then goes outside and says, "No, that's him, that's my dad." He's your dad. We got a call about an intruder in the house. An intruder? Oh my God. Yeah, he had a knife and he ran into that cornfield over there. Okay, come on. And the police then go to search the cornfield. This kid waited for years before telling his parents that he made up that entire thing because he was bored. And that is crazy. The bell just rang, kids are in the hallway. A bully corners a kid at his locker. Hey, idiot, what? Why are you always so quiet in class? You think you're better than everybody else? No, I don't care about you, man. Leave me alone. Oh, you don't care about me, man? You're literally a loser. You got no friends, no style, nothing. Can you just chill? I don't want to deal with this stuff today. Oh, you're gonna cry? You're seriously pathetic, dude. The kid just stares at him. What? You want to say something? You know what I realized? You talk about me more than your dad thinks about you. Excuse me? Where is he, man? Where's your dad? Take that back right now. This kid was bullied for no reason. His name was Eli. He was a pretty average kid. He played baseball. He wrestled a little bit. He was smart, friendly, and this one kid hated him for no reason. That kid's name was Garrett. He would hide Eli's pencils and school supplies in class, blame him for things, getting him in trouble. He was just relentless. He would call him names all the time. What's up, you freaking dingleberry? Shut up. One day at lunch, Garrett takes it way too far. He walks up behind Eli and smacks him in the back of the head with a large piece of ham. Everyone around them goes completely quiet. Eli stands up. He's completely silent. He turns around and he grabs Garrett by the shirt. And he slams him right into the ground. Garrett's nose was broken. His jaw was fractured. He had to have his jaw wired shut for 6 weeks. After that day, everybody in school called Garrett the Ferret. Eli was suspended for a few days. Well, the next year, when Garrett was a senior in high school, Eli's little brother was starting as a freshman. And one day, Eli's little brother was getting pushed around by a couple of kids. What up, loser? Leave me alone. You're such a freaking idiot. Stop, leave me alone. Well, out of nowhere, Garrett the Ferret steps in. Hey, don't touch him. And if I ever see you messing with him ever again, you'll wish you were never born. And those kids stopped, and they never messed with Eli's little brother again. Nobody knew if it was guilt, or if Eli got respect from Garrett that day. But Garrett became a really good guy, and that is awesome. This mean kid used to roast the janitor every day. You got some ugly shoes, man. You must be super dumb. You couldn't get a better job than a janitor? You freaking idiot. Better clean that up. Just really horrible stuff. But the janitor never said anything back to him. But one day, this kid left class a little bit early because his stomach wasn't feeling right. He takes 2 steps into the hallway and he just pukes all over himself. This happened right as the bell was about to ring. A full hallway of his peers was about to see him covered in his own puke. His reputation would be ruined. He's just standing there, he's frozen. He has no idea what to do, and then he locks eyes with the janitor down the hall. The janitor then walks up to him. Come on, before the bell rings, let's go. The janitor is basically speed walking this kid through the school. Took him through a side door, down a service hallway behind the school auditorium, and into a private bathroom that nobody knew about. Clean yourself up, here's a washcloth. The janitor then left for a few minutes and came back with a clean shirt, a couple clean pairs of jeans in different sizes, and a clean pair of sneakers. Try these on, this is the best I have. Take your time, I'll close the door. You're gonna be okay. The bell rang, students filled the halls, and nobody knew what had happened. He walked out in clean clothes. He smelled normal. He looked normal. Nobody knew what happened. Except, oh, hey, man, you changed your clothes? Yeah, my other outfit was kind of itchy. Only person that knew what happened was the janitor, and he never said anything. The next day at school, this kid didn't roast the janitor, didn't make any jokes. They just looked at each other and nodded. And that was it. Respect. This bully got a dose of karma. Right by the front entrance of this middle school, there was this carpet, and everybody had to walk across it as they were entering the school. But this one kid made it his personal game. Every morning when this one kid would enter, he would slide the carpet out of the way and pour his water bottle down. He's coming. Watch this. It was the same target every single day. This one curly-headed kid named Jerry. I'm Jerry. And this kid just took it. He accepted his fate. He always fell for it. He slipped and fell every single morning. But one morning, the plan backfired. A school security guard was walking through the doors right behind Jerry. And the bully does it. Jerry slips, but so does the security guard. thud. He fell down right in front of everyone. Oh no, you! That was on purpose. No, no, no. You're coming with me. The bully then got suspended, and when he came back, he never did it again. And Jerry was finally free. Isn't that nice?